His Excellency, thank you so much for making this opportunity to speak to us. We are discussing democracy as South Africa celebrates its 25 years of democracy. But in your own words, when somebody says the essence of democracy is, how would you complete that sentence?
I would say the essence of democracy is that it allows for ironing out differences without bitterness, without violence. It allows for discussion. It allows for dialogue. It allows for you to put all issues on the table and give and take. It also allows for inclusiveness. So you cannot say, oh, look, I am excluded, because you can be part of, if you are not part of the government, you can be part of the discussion and deliberation.
And I think one of the opportunities that you use to probably show the beauty of democracy in the way you've just described it is by boldly writing open letters to sitting heads of state, whether it is somebody that you refer to as my brother Jonathan, or whether it's somebody that you refer to as President Buhari, that you had shredded your membership card of the PDP to support this particular person. But where that person then falls, you are bold enough to critique that person.
Well, again, that is the beauty of democracy, that it allows for exchange of ideas. It allows for criticism. It allows for dialogue. And there is nobody in any position or in authority who is God. And democracy allows for people, either within your own system or even outside your own system within the same community, to be able to say to you, look, this is wrong.
Where do you think the incumbent got it wrong?
Well, the point in the case of Nigeria you are talking about now, I believe that the first mistake he made, or one of the mistakes he made, is when he started working for what he called Ijaw Nation. And I had the opportunity to go to him and say, Mr. President, yes, you are from Ijaw Nation, and any of us in Nigeria must come from one particular tribe or the other to be a Nigerian. But it was not Ijaw Nation that brought you here. It is Nigerian nation. And if your attention now is for Ijaw Nation, that's a very grave mistake. I pointed that out to him, and I believe that was the beginning of many other mistakes. Because once you get the basic or the fundamental wrong, then a lot more will go wrong from that point of view.
But then what then is the issue with the incumbent?
Yeah, normally I don't want to discuss the incumbent right now, because we have just had an election, which is with the tribunal. And of course, if I start, I cannot talk about the incumbent without talking about that election. And that will be sub judice for now.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean by that.
But you had mentioned in the open letter that you had written that you fear that the elections would be rigged.
And what has happened was that everybody say, look, was I an oracle? Because everything that I have said in my letter or my statement has happened almost word for word as I put them. But as I said, let us leave that one until the tribunal had done its job.
one of the big issues that you were facing at the time was that you had the former Liberian president who was in the country, had asked for asylum at the time, and then subsequently it was his arrest that took place, and he has blamed you for that.
Well, that's unfortunate.